team. Welcome to Evolved Yoga number 3 and my autumnal looking garden, even though it's summer, heading right into hot summer here. I left it like this. I didn't even clean it up because I think it's really, really pretty. So we're working around the leaves today. And our focus in our Evolved Yoga session today, remembering of course that this is a different form of yoga where I try and link the psychological and the spiritual elements with the physical flow that I've created for you. So there's a purpose to everything that we're doing today. In yoga there's always a purpose, but sometimes if you have a theme, if you have something that you understand, it can help you to really work truthfully in your practice. And there's our word for today, truth. If you saw my Mindful Monday, I was opening up about myself and truth and how and what that feels like for me. And now I wanted to bring this to you in the yoga practice too. So the theme is, the phrase is, tell the truth, or at least don't fib. And what I mean by that is being honest to yourself, being honest to your practice, and also being honest with others is something that we find really challenging. Often when asked, how are you, we'll fib. I'm fine, thanks. Everything's good today. Yeah, I'm absolutely great, thanks. We don't want to put on others what our real truth is. But we're not being honest to ourselves, and we're also not being honest to them. There are, of course, times in life where we need to have some small, gentle fibs, of course, so as not to hurt someone, so as not to put too much burden on another person. But often we're too cautious, and often we're actually telling untruths because we're not saying it how it is. Even in our own perception of our own minds, do we not tell ourselves what is truthful for us? So I want you to think about that in whatever spiritual form that takes for you. Are you truthful to your own spiritual path, whatever that means to you? Are you truthful to your own psychological path? Are you really looking at the truths and the untruths that you're telling yourself? Are you evolving constantly, which is what, as people who work within the yoga field and then come to me as practitioners of yoga, what we're trying to understand is that we need to be truthful, and we need to look at where we might be fibbing to ourselves, where the stories come that we've created that are not quite our personal truth, or even a truth that's right for us at all. So right now, I want you to take a second, and I want you to think about how truthful you are to you, where your truth lies, and are you being truthful to yourself? Just remember that everything that you feel and connect with here can be worked on. This is for you to waken up. This is for you to think about, well, is there something that I can change within me? So let's at least be truthful with ourselves, and then let's, after this practice is finished, today and onwards, let's try and be truthful with others, because they are there to understand, and if they're real friends and real relationships, being vulnerable and being truthful is always something that they look forward to hearing from you and look forward to trying to help you within your own truth. What about the physical side? What about the practice, which is what we're here to do? So linking the physical practice with the psychological and the spiritual practice today, we're going to look at where our strengths and our weaknesses lie in yoga. Whether you're new to yoga and everything feels stressful or hard to do or new, or whether you're a practitioner who's done this for many years and you're choosing the things that maybe work for you very well, but is that your truth? Do you maybe need to work on something else? I've chosen this choreography to focus on balance, one-legged movements, because a balance asana creates an imbalance in you, and when you're in an imbalanced position, you find your truth. So there's lots of balance work, there's lots of one-legged work, strength work, flexibility work. It's enjoyable and it's challenging too. Throughout the class, please remind yourself of where your truths lie. Tell the truth, or at least don't fib. Let's begin. Let's start in hero pose. Sitting back on the heels, lengthening your spine, pulling your shoulders back and down. Being tall as you can through your spine. And start to connect to your breath. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Continue these deepened breaths. If for any reason it feels better for you to breathe out through your mouth, then please do it. Ujjayi breath closes off the mouth. But if it feels awkward to you and you're not quite ready for that yet, then please open your mouth. And on your next inhale, lift your arms, slide your shoulder blades down your back, open up your fingers and spread your fingers upwards to the sky. Now when you're here, you might feel the fronts of your feet, you might feel your toes, you might be feeling your lower back, you might be feeling your upper back, your arms. Wherever it is, just be aware of it. Be aware of that sensation that's running through your body, that lovely sensation. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. Open your arms. Take a twist to me. Small twist, a gentle twist. Come back, lift your arms back up. Open your arms, take a twist. Come back up. Just giving some mobilization through the upper back. Here. Keeping the shoulder blades sliding down as you do this. And then hold here. Open the knees out. Keep the big toes touching and take a child's pose stretch. Some of you might go deeper into the stretch. Some of you might feel like you need to be higher at first as you wake up your spine and lengthen your spine. Spread your hands out on the mat. Tuck your chin. Let your forehead find the floor if possible. And if not, just let it hover. You can always have a cushion at hand. Yeah, or a block at hand as well to help you through these poses. And then just put one hand on top of the other. It doesn't matter which, we're going to do both. And sink in again. You'll feel a deeper stretch on one arm. And switch. And then very gently open the hands back again. Lean onto the knees, tuck the toes, don't move anything else and just lift up, push back, lifting up the tailbone and bending the knees for your first down dog. And down dog is that tilt in the pelvis, the lift up through each vertebra, lengthening each vertebra. Your heels don't have to touch the floor. As you can see, mine are not touching the floor. Yeah, so I'm just letting my body focus on the spine tilt upwards first. So I'm not straightening my legs out yet. I'm thinking about how much I can lift up through here. And then from here, I just want you to walk in very slowly with your knees as bent as you need to for your flexibility. So you're not pulling your hamstrings straight until you get your feet together, and then just come halfway and hold it here. Now I've got a little bend in my knees, a slight bend, but I'm straight, really long and straight here in the spine. Take an inhale, take an exhale, bend your knees even more, lie your chest on your thighs and tuck in, stay here, hang your head. And on the next inhale, stand up. Exhale, bring the palms together at your chest and release your hands. Now let's start our first floor, our warm-up floor. Beginning to warm up the whole body. We're going to start with eagle. Let's lift and open the arms and lift the right leg off. The right leg is lifted. We're going to wrap the right leg over the top of the left leg, and then you've got options. You can either place your toes down on the floor, or you can let them hang so you're in a full balance, or you can wrap all the way around, you yogis. And then I want you to take the right elbow on top of the left elbow. And then again, you have choices. You can hold onto your thumb, or you can try and wrap the palms and see if they can match each other. From here, lift your elbows, and then take a mini squat. So I'm sitting my bottom back, I'm pushing into my heel, and I'm lifting the elbows higher. Don't worry if you need to come out of this, come back into it. Use your foot on the floor if you need to, whatever feels right for your body. From here, take a little mini lift and a tiny back bend. This may cause you to wobble a lot. That's fine. Come back down into the squat, starting to warm up the legs and the back. Lift up. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down. Good. Let's release this all, and then let's open up and lift that right leg again, and then sweep it all the way back behind you and come down to here. If this is too much for you, stay a little bit higher. If your fingertips can be on the floor, that's great. And if you need to, if you definitely need to, drop that back knee. That's okay too. Whatever helps you to be in this position. Advanced level, you can stay right on those back toes. So here we've got the right leg back, and I'm going to take my left arm and lift it over and stretch it out behind me. So I'm not mirror imaging you today, I'm actually using the same as you. So I've got my left arm reaching back here, stretching out. I'm going to drop this hip in and pull the inner thighs in towards each other. So I'm not twisting my hip out. Then wrap the arm around the back and look up if you can. So you could be doing this with your knee down. Good. From here, bring yourself back to the center and step back to plank. Choose to drop your knees for level 1 or up on your toes for level 2. Hold in your plank, bring your shoulders back and down. Tuck your chin and bring your eye gaze look into the floor. Zip your abdominals in as we wake up the core muscles. Now let's take the right hand and move it forward a little bit, just a little bit. Join with the left. Bring the right hand back. Join with the left. Let's do that again. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. And you could have done that all on your knees. We're going to chaturanga and come back up. So let everybody drop the knees together, unless you're feeling super strong already. Let's take it down on inhale, yeah, and then push. Push back. Good. Let's do that again. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale and drop. Take a roll of the shoulders back for cobra, pulling the elbows in, lifting up, pointing the toes, and then bend the knees, tuck, lift, and into down dog again. So we're here. So soften the knees again, lift the tail. If you're already feeling woken up in the hamstrings and you're not pushing too hard, then push the heels back and lift up. Rotating those triceps inwards and the biceps upwards. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. Real deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. 1 more. It was nice and slow to begin with. Now pick up your right hand and take a twist. Hold this ankle, the left ankle if you can, and look towards me. So that if it's too much, you might be holding higher, whatever feels right. And if it's too much pressure on this, then just stay with the down dog. Great. Come back. From here, take your right foot in just a little bit and then go up onto your toes and stretch. Now you may be doing this with bent legs. That's okay, especially if your hamstrings are tight. Come in again, a little bit more. Lift up onto your toes. Oh, feel that stretch. You might look like this with your knees bent. That's great. And then the final one, in as close as you can. You might not be as close as me. Lift up, lean onto the wrists to warm up the wrists, and then bring the feet together. Take an inhale, lengthen. Take an exhale, lower. Take an inhale, rise. Take an exhale. Lovely. Open your arms, pick up your left leg. Wrap your left leg over. If it doesn't wrap, that's fine. Let it hang or let it touch the floor. Take your left elbow on top of your right. Hold your thumb or palms together. Lift up, sit down, and hold. And breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. I'm looking through this little gap in my arms. Another harder one. Inhale, lift and take a mini back bend. It's not far. And then come back down. If you're wobbling, release your toes to the floor. From here, open the arms, unravel, lift up and shoot back. Remember, you can drop your back knee here in low crescent. You can stay there, you can drop your back knee and feel what it's like to extend with the back knee down or the back knee off. Turn away from me and lift up and open the right arm back. So now we're stretching the right arm away. I'm using my left fingertips, or you could be higher. You could be up here, you could be on your knee. Everything that helps you to do these twists without hurting yourself. Getting that sweet sensation, that sweet suffering. Wrap your arm around your back so we can open the shoulder back, tucking everything else in and looking up if you can. One more breath. Just holding these asanas for a little bit of time. Come back, step all the way back to plank. Remember, knees can be down, knees can be off. Hold your plank, wrap those arms in, look down so that the neck is nice and long, and check your shoulders are above your wrists. Remember, this is just your warm-up flow, so everything needs to be woken up now. So where does your truth lie here? How does it feel for you? Do you think you're great at planks? Or do you think you maybe need a little bit more work? Take the left hand forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. So obviously the further your hands go out, which we will advance on in the second floor, yeah, the harder it is. From here, knees down, or if you're ready now, knees off for those advanced people. And then let's take the chaturanga down. And let's push back up. 2 of them before we vinyasa. Down we go. Back up. This time down and stop 3/4 of the way down. And point the toes and see if you can go a little bit further this time. So you can either stop here or come all the way up to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then tuck the chin. Bring yourself into our lovely down dog. And you should be starting to feel more flexible now in down dog. Take the left hand and hold on to the right ankle. Look through the gap. Push down into the right hand. Really lift yourself up and twist as you start to wake up the side body and the side of the back. One more breath. Come back to the center. Now here's our walk in again. You start with the left foot this time. In and lift up. So see how my legs are straight here? That's because that's my job and I'm used to doing it. You can be definitely like this. Walk in again and lift up. And that might be your maximum. Yeah, but if you're working on your handstands, advanced people, and wanting to get stronger, you need to be able to get right the way in here onto your wrists. So you start to strengthen your wrists, feet together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale. So we're going to do it all again and a little bit quicker. Let's move through the floor a little bit faster now we know where we're going. Inhale, pick up the right leg. Exhale, wrap. Inhale, wrap the right arm. Exhale, wrap the hands. Take an inhale. Take an exhale and see if you can sink deeper into the squat this time. And again, inhale, tucking your tail in, drawing the tailbone down. And then the harder one, stand up, dig into the earth with the left foot. Take a back bend. Keep your eyes focused on that one spot between the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Now a big inhale and rise, Karate Kid style. Exhale, shoot back. Keeping the knee down or the knee off. You might be ready to lift the knee off now and try with us. Open up, stretch, and stretch more this time. Like someone's pulling your fingers back. That's it, really enhance the stretch. Maybe you're a person whose truth lies right here. Maybe you now feel this stretch. You're like, yep, my shoulders are a little bit tight. This is where I need to work on. Especially when you wrap further and then you look up and open out. So I'm pressing firmly down into the other hand. I'm dropping this hip in and rotating round. And then come back through. Step back to plank, hold plank, zip in your abdominals, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your butt, check your shoulders are above your wrists. Now let's walk the hands out, right hand first. Inhale, I'm going to go further this time, but you don't have to. Exhale, remember you can be doing this on your knees still. Inhale, exhale, so I'm lengthening the lever on my plank, making my abdominals work a little bit harder. And back, and back. Good. Let's drop down, chaturanga on your knees if you need to. Push back. One more. Drop. So my elbows are tight to my body. I'm using my fingertips, pushing up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana is an inhale, push. Exhale, over the top is Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's go straight into the twist. Take the right hand to hold the left ankle or higher up, whatever feels good, and twist and turn. Use that hand to pull you through the gap, advanced people. Really taking the twist to another level. Breathe out. Come back. And now walking on your tiptoes. Oh, right foot first. Step in, lift up. Good. Step again. In, lift up. I'm leaning forward each time, so my shoulders are coming above my wrists. And then my feet are together. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Left side, last time. Warm up flow. Inhale. Exhale, leg wrap. Inhale, left elbow on top. Exhale, hands wrap. Inhale, lift slightly with the elbows. Exhale, draw down with the tailbone. Feel this squat. Feel this squat. Lovely. Start the one balance. Inhale, one leg balances. Lean back. Lean back a bit further. Exhale. It's hard, this one. Inhale. Good. Lift up, unravel, and shoot. Stay in your low crescent. It may be up here, remember, and you may have your knee down still. Whatever suits your body. Open up. Right arm back. Tucking down with the right hip. Squeezing the inner thighs together and reaching back with the right hand. Really stretch back with that right hand. And then wrap the arm around. Open up. Breathe. Come to plank. Step back. Hold plank. Be strong, be firm through your plank. And it's the left hand that's going to move. Inhale. Exhale. Again, you might not be as far as me and you might have your knees down. Please do that. Don't feel pushed to do something that's not right for you. And exhale. Ready for your chaturangas? And back up. Down we go. Elbows in tight. Back up. Down we go. Back up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hover. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Check when you're up here, your shoulders are above your wrists, your toes. And then you can either use your knees or tip all the way over your toes into down dog. If that doesn't hurt you. It used to hurt me a lot. It did. Take your left arm and grab the right ankle and twist through. Twist in your whole body. And come back. Tiptoes. Should we lift up? Walk in. Let's stay on them this time. Let's stay on the tiptoes and see if we can go even further, advanced people. You're going to go right the way up. Keep walking in. Keep walking in. And then drop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften your knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Lovely. So that's floor one. That's our warm-up floor. Let me just readjust my mat and move up. What we're going to do is really work on those one leg balances now, so it's going to take a little bit more out of us, but I know you're still with me. Let's build this and let's go and get our heart rate up and challenge our truth. What's working for us, what's hard, and what we can achieve. That's what we want to do, work on what we can achieve.
So bring your feet together and stand really tall and pull your shoulders right the way back here. So you're thinking about projecting upwards and outwards, so you've got lots of room for your breath. That's what you really want to feel, that you've got so much room for your breath. Good. Take chair pose. Lift your arms up. Now chair pose, we're going to sink back into those heels. And we've got 2 legs at the moment, so enjoy this. Sitting back in, pulling the shoulder blades down. Good. Now bring your hands into prayer. This gives you a little bit of a focus here, and you can use your hands against each other when we need the balance now, so you can press in and really feel this. See if you can lift your right leg off the floor. It's a hover. So if you can't manage to do that, just tiptoe your toes right down to the floor there, and you can use the tiptoes as well. But if you can, try and hold the hover. Really try and hold that hover. Good. So from here, take an inhale, take an exhale. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Now see if you can stand up on the inhale. And then drop down, exhale. Inhale. Good, exhale. Still got my foot off the floor or my tiptoes. Stand up fully this time. Reach behind with your arms and go to warrior 3. So warrior 3 is here. Now I want you to pull your shoulders back. Stay in your warrior 3. Push your heel away, so you're really extending your heel back and away from you, and your chest is forward. Good. So your warrior 3 is here. I flex my foot. Now let's squat. Inhale down. Exhale lift. And again, inhale down. Exhale lift. Good. Step all the way back, land on your toes. Big step back until the front knee is over the ankle, and lift the arms up, tuck the tail. Lengthen your whole body here. Lengthen your whole body. Good. Draw in the energy down and tuck in the tail and bringing the inner thighs in towards you. Now wrap your arms and see how much of your shoulders you can hug. This is needed right now, isn't it? Give yourself a really, really big hug. Keep the body long and lean over, and just let your elbows, see if they can come over the front of your knee. Some of you might be able to get further, but I don't want you to collapse. So think about lengthening first, pushing the back heel away and not moving the front knee. It doesn't go over the toes, it stays over the ankle. Yep, so you're here and you're hugging yourself. Yeah. From here, unravel, move to warrior 2. Checking again that knee is over the ankle, opening the arms up, checking that your shoulders aren't on a diagonal slant, that you're here, that your hips are in line with your shoulders and your arms are in line with your shoulders. Tuck your tail under, squeeze your abdominals in. So you're feeling really strong here. Let's extend this. Now you can, 2 options to extend. You can go to beginner's extension, where you let your elbow lie on your thigh, or all the way down, tucking under, and full up extension here. Pull the shoulder blade back down into the socket. Really feel it. Now this alignment that you've got now, this opening out of the rib cage rather than the closed feel, I want you to try and maintain this. So we're going to move into our Ardha Chandrasana, our half moon. How we do that is we bring the hand towards the front and we let our body move in, move in, move in, and 2 options here. 3 options actually. You can hover, you can put your fingers down, or, and you can pause this and go and grab, or next time you do it you could use a block. So when you're here, anything you've got on hand, a cushion, I'm lifting up and I'm opening up my back foot. I'm flexing it and opening it. The front knee is a little bit bent here. Now from here, here's the harder bit. I want you to twist this. So bring yourself down and round, turn your hip down so it faces the floor, and then lift. I'm using the block here, lifting, turning, and trying to move my eye gaze to the side, flexing my lifted foot. So you might have your fingertips on the floor, or you might still be hovering. Good. From here, standing splits. Can you feel this standing leg now? Can you feel it? So fingertips down on the floor, or you could use your block again.
And you could lift up this standing leg. This lifted leg. So it could be fingertips. And advanced people, you can go straight into your standing split. Try not to turn your hip out. Keep it here so that your hips face forward when you're doing that standing split. You're really facing forward. Bend your leg, step back, and let's vinyasa. Drop your knees, come down through vinyasa, pushing your chest up, all the way up and over into down dog. Now can we find plank again? And we're going to go through those plank extensions because you're feeling stronger now, so we're going to double whammy it. Let's go right hand, inhale, exhale. So I'm going further than I did before. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then lift. Back up into down dog. Now here's your chance to practice your jumping. So just take a second. If you haven't watched my pike jump video, you can definitely go and watch that after this. If you already have and you know what to do and you're practicing it, then we're going to try 4 times a pike jump. I'm going to let you advanced people play with it 4 times, and I'm going to help the beginners who are watching this now on exactly what they should be doing right now. We did the walking in the floor at the beginning to help you get your bottom high. So this is another truth. Where do your strengths lie? Maybe you're good at this and maybe this is okay for you. So what I want you to do is bend your knees and jump. So my legs go straight as soon as I jump. I'm going to bend my knees and then straighten my legs out and drop. Now beginners, you will definitely not look like that. Don't panic. Bend your knees, jump. Bend your knees, jump. Good, and we're going to do that with breath, of course. So bend, prepare, take an inhale, and then on your next land, exhale. So come in with me wherever you got to. Take a lengthen, take a fold, and then come back to chair pose. Chair pose and hold. Sit down. Lift your right leg off the floor again, and this time place it up for flying pigeon. Now, if you can't manage to put this right foot on the top, don't panic. There's always an option. Put it on your shin and open out like this. Still squatting backwards. So find your flying pigeon. Push into the heel on the left foot. We've got the right foot on top and the arms are in the air. Take an inhale. Take an exhale, drop in this squat. Inhale. Exhale. Now this one, inhale, lift up, off, lift high, lift high, lift high, and then drop it down and finish. How did that feel? Should we go again? Chair pose. Inhale, sit back. Tuck the tail. Feel this depth in your chair. So I'm not all the way down, but I'm also not all the way up. Really sitting back, and my spine's nice and long. And because I have a very arched back here, I tend to think about tucking under a little bit more and pushing my tailbone back. Good. So from here, lift your left leg off the floor. Hover. Remember, you can use your tiptoes for balance. And let's take an inhale and an exhale and sit in it. And hold it here for 2 breaths. Feeling this standing leg screaming at you. It's where your truth lies. Now lift up, inhale. Sit back and squat. Lift up, inhale. Can you get higher? And let's see how low you can get. Yeah, that's great. Now lift up again. Lift all the way. Warrior 3. Flex your back foot. Flex it and let the hips be as straight as possible so you're not twisting the back hip away. You're really trying to lock it down. And now let's take the squat. Bend and push. 1 more. Shoot it back. High crescent. Tuck the tail again. Lengthen the front hip flexor. Draw the energy down with the shoulder blades. Check your front knee is over your front ankle here. Lovely. Love high crescent. And then your cuddle, your huggle, as I call it with Willow. Come forward, huggle yourself. Lean into it and push the back heel away here. So you're going to get more extension. I want you to
although you've dipped down here in the leg, I want you to really push away with the back foot. And then unravel to warrior two. So you drop the back heel, you bend into the front leg, you open up and tuck your tail. So feel like you're a strong warrior here. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Breathe in and find either extended warrior level 1 or level 2. Look up, tuck your tail. Stay here. Breathe in. See how much you can open your rib cage, guys. One more. And then moving through the complicated bit, the harder bit, the real truth of your practice. Stagger it. When you're ready, lift. Remember, you've got the block option. I'll do it with my fingers on the floor this time. And I'm going to keep my eyes down towards the floor. You can turn your eyes sideways or horizontal. So I'll try that now. Or you can look up. And then switch it. Let's move through. So I'm going to put my fingertips down. Turn my hips first. Soften my standing leg. It's not locked. And then lift up and slowly turn my eyes. Good. Pushing through, lengthening through. Yeah, great. Standing splits. Bring your hands down or use your block or a pillow and lift up with this left leg. Some of you again, maybe closer, lifting up higher, but try not to open the hip. Keep it really strong here. And I'm going to add a little extra here. If you want to hop to handstand, if that's in your practice, if you want to hop to handstand and go into your chaturanga, then please do. So you can come through any which way that works for you, or not. Just drop down onto your knees. Up dog, down dog. And we don't stop here. We come to plank again. And this time, it's left arm. All the way forward, inhale. Right away, feel that strength there. Come back, come back. So maybe your truth lies in your core strength and that you need to work on it a little bit more. Yep, come back, come back. Good, and then push all the way up. And here's our pike jumps. And your core strength and your shoulder strength will take you in the pike jumps 4 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. I did 4 for you, so you got a real good chance at it. Again. And then see if you can land. Lengthen. Fold. Take chair. Left foot up on top. So we're again one-legged. Imbalances come through. You can feel maybe it's tighter on this hip, maybe it's easier on this hip. Maybe you're feeling your knee or your hip or the outside, the iliotibial band. Wherever you're feeling it's take an inhale. Let's take an exhale, go deeper. I'm flexing strongly through this foot that's hanging over, or it may be on your shin. Exhale. Stand up all the way. Lift your knee as high as you can. And then draw down and through. Good. How did that feel? Can we speed it up? Can we? Let's do this together. So if you need your block, you want to pause and go and grab a block because you want to feel like it's there for you, but we will be going a little bit faster. Bring yourself to the top of your mat. And let's move through the breath, the connection, the flow. And the parts that are the weakest for you, that are the most suffering, that's where the truth lies. See what pops up. See what comes into your mind. Because things come out right at these points where you're thinking, whoa, this is wobbly, this is challenging. What truths come right up? And can you, instead of ignoring them, say, yeah, that's what needs to happen right now. So, no fibbing to yourself. Only truths to yourself. Engage your abdominals. Let's take a seat. Chair pose. Tuck your tail. Breathe in. Breathe out, go deeper. 1 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. Bring your hands into prayer. Lift the right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now up to squat. Inhale. Try Try and go deeper now. Exhale, keep hovering. If you can, touch the floor if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior three. Stay here, lengthen first. Inhale, tuck your chin. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, drop down and squat. So the foot stays high as it can for you. Exhale, push back up. She says touching the floor. And then drop again. And then push up using that one-legged squat. Fabulous for toning the buttocks. High crescent, tuck your tail. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Take that lovely cuddle. Wrap. And then lie. Extend your elbows forward, push your heel back. Inhale, tuck your chin. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Up and over. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Deepen it now. Open right the way out. Inhale. And exhale. Extend it. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Really feel this breath as we go into floating half moon. Stagger it. Move into it. Give yourself time to find your position, your prop. If needed, flex your back foot and open your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Switch it. Twisting the floating half moon. Drop the hip in. Slide and push the heel away. And open up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Where is your truth? Right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Standing splits. Lift up. Push up with the heel and try not to open the hip. Keep the hips closed. Tuck in. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can lift the leg high without opening your hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you want to go up to handstand, hop kick up. And then drop down. Use your knees, remember, if you need to, and you don't need to do that. Come all the way back up. Through into down dog. Straight to plank. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand forward. I'm going to go even further. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Whoa, that's a good one. Inhale. And exhale, and then lift all the way up to pike jump. Are we ready? Bend the knees. Lift. One. And drop. I'm going to stick with the 4, 2, and drop. Don't forget to breathe. Next one lands. Lift tailbone up. Lengthen out. Fall down. Chair pose. Sweep. And sit. Right leg up. And open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Draw down. Straight into it. Let's finish this. Take your chair pose. Utkatasana. Stay one more breath. Sink further. Palms together. Lift off the floor. Hover and stay strong. Lift off. Hover and stay strong. Now your squat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go deeper. Breathe in. Be aware of what's coming up in your mind. Inhale. Shoot back. Stay in warrior 3. 2 breaths. Inhale. Check the hips are closed. Exhale. The inner thighs as if they're meeting each other and the back leg pushing away. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Squat warrior 3. Push back up. Use those muscles in the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Shoot the leg back. And high crescent. Tuck your tail. Slide the shoulder blades down. 1. Now check you've got this lovely flat position here. A table. Yep, for your glass of water. Right here. It's not going to slide off. Good. And hold. Lovely. Wrap. Good. And then go over And feel this stretch. Push the elbows further. Push the leg back in the heel. One more breath. How does that one feel? Unravel. Turn out. Now deepen your warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out. In. What's popping up in your mind? What's popping up? How do you feel? Go into it. Challenge yourself. Go deeper and tuck the tail more. One more breath. And let's go find this. Here's the real challenges. Take your time to get into it always. And then you know that you feel more steady and you can open and you can find this real open space in the hips, space in the ribs, space in the chest. Whoop. And then switch it and twist, lift, push the back heel away, open out. Don't worry if you can't get your arm as high as mine. Maybe you get to here, maybe you need your fingers down. That's okay. Whatever you're doing is great. Great for your body. Standing splits. So you're again, you might be here, you might be here, you might be on your block. But wherever you are, advanced level, maybe you want to hold on and pull in more so you can feel that stretch in the calf and the back of the knee. And then from here, if you're going to do your handstand, bring your hands a little bit further in front and then hop up, drop, down you go. Inhale up, exhale through your down dog and come to plank. Okay, last chance. You ready? Hit the core. Extend, inhale, exhale, inhale. Try not to lift the bottom when you do this, yeah? Try not to be up here. Drop the hips, flat the whole time. Back and back. Good. Lift up. Ready to jump? Here we go. Bend, lift, and lower. So land softly, lift, and lower. Takes time, so even if you just do lift, and it's quicker than mine, that's okay. Last one. Inhale, exhale, chair pose, sweep. See if we can stay deeper this time. Tuck in the tail, left leg. Sit flat, floating, flying, whatever pigeon. Inhale, it's a pigeon, all right. Exhale, one more. Stand up. How did you go? Is the heart rate lifted a bit? Mine is, but I've been talking at you, motivating you to keep going. Just take some little shakeouts, some rolls of the shoulder. Yeah. And we're going to take a seat. Come face me. Oh, let's move into Baddha Konasana. I want you to just take a second in Baddha Konasana, or a few seconds actually, to have a think about what you felt. So let's take an inhale here. Let the knees open out. And then if you can, open your feet like a book. Pull your shoulders back so you're not arching your back. And then lift up and push your chest through the gate between the shoulders. Chin down, look forward, and maybe you're much further than me. Maybe you're down here. Or maybe you're a person who feels much better staying right here because it enables you to lengthen. And then sit with this. Close your eyes. And take some time to think about what popped in your mind. What was the focus of your practice? Where do your truths lie? What did you find out about yourself? Try and go a little bit further. Open your eyes back. See if you can take your eye gaze a little bit further. Open your legs. The truth of your physical practice is that you need to have as much strength as you have flexibility.
as much flexibility as you have strength. Is that you? Do you always work on the strength element and not so much on the flexibility? Do you work on the flexibility that you can do and maybe don't push the flexibility that you feel is more challenging? Where's the truth of your practice? As you're sitting here, see if you can keep your spine lifted and walk your bottom inwards. Maybe you're here. Try not to lean forward on this one. I want you to think about how much you can open the legs and feel the inner thigh stretching. Flex your feet. And every time the sweet suffering just becomes too sweet, make it a little bit more challenging. Next time someone asks you, how are you? And it's not been a good day, just feel free to say, it's not the best day for me right now, but I'm okay. If it's someone close to you, say it's not the best day for me and I'm not okay. Slowly bring yourself in. Take your hands behind you, link and open. Expand your heart. It's challenging to speak your truth. It's challenging to listen to the truth of others when it may not be your truth. It's challenging for them to hear your truth. But it's the only way to open your heart and to expand and evolve up the evolving ladder of life. And I do hope that evolved yoga maybe helped take you up a little bit higher on that ladder today. Namaste to you all. Much love, and I hope you enjoyed the practice.